Well, guys, it's official. Cadillac is going to be entering F1 racing with the backing of Michael Andretti. Their original application back in January was rejected, but they didn't give up, and they're going to be joining F1 racing very soon. Stick around, and I will tell you guys all the details. Roll the intro. Welcome back, guys. Yes, you heard that right. Cadillac is going to be entering Formula One racing in 2026. Not that far away. This has been something that GM and Michael Andretti have been working on since about 2023. And yeah, it's now a reality. Even after losing their original bid back in January, and they basically were saying that they doubted the team's competitiveness and whatnot. But Michael Andretti didn't give up. He kept fighting for it, and guess what? It's going to be happening. So the announcement was basically announced this past weekend at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. So his persistence and perseverance paid off. And although Andretti is not going to be part of the day-to-day operations, he's still going to be part of the board, but he's handed over these day-to-day operations to a Dan Talris. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but anyhow, that's who's going to be looking after that. So what happened? Well, what changed here? Well, I guess John Mahone was the original person on the board with F1 Racing that rejected the bid and said that Andretti would never have a spot in F1 Racing. Well, guess what? John Mahone is stepping down. Now, I'll be the first one to admit I don't follow F1 Racing that much. I'm more of a NASCAR guy, but I'm going to say that maybe the board, just my personal opinion here, maybe the board saw the benefit to having a name like Cadillac on their team, and maybe this is why John Mahone stepped aside. Don't know, not exactly sure, but that's just kind of one of my theories there. So GM for 2026, 2027, they're going to be basically running customer engines in these race cars, which going to mean some pretty exciting things for the customers because GM already has some pretty phenomenal V8 engines in their Cadillacs with the Blackwing series and the CT5 Blackwing supercharged 6.2 liter V8 is pumping out almost 800 horsepower. GM can very easily use one of these customer engines in there, but for 2028, they're going to have an F1 specific engine designed to go in these cars, which I think is going to be some pretty exciting things for the Cadillac customer because almost certainly some of this technology and research and development that they've put into these vehicles is going to find its way into the consumer grade Cadillacs. I think also it provides a lot more certainty and excitement for the internal combustion engine because if they're putting all this money into this here, that certainly means that Cadillac going forward, it plans to have these engines in their cars for a long time to come yet. So, yeah, that's some pretty exciting news for that as well. And with some of the recent changes in the US and government changes, that is, and some of the research and development that I'm reading about over at Stellantis, I think GM is going to have some give them some pretty darn good competition going forward with this, and may even filter down into some of their other brands. Maybe a brand who has been known to have some roots in racing and some roots in performance, consumer grade cars. Maybe some of this will filter into that brand that's being rumored of coming back. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But GM has been building their team. Like I said, this all started back 2023. So it's really going to be ramped up, I can imagine, in the coming months here, where GM has been putting together a race team. And they will be showcasing some world-class aerodynamics, chassis development, and software engineering into this vehicle. Now, where do we see this here? Yeah, I mean, we're looking at this prototype of the Cadillac race car here. The thing looks pretty darn good. So that's a nice looking vehicle here. And then got this little image down here too. So yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. So I am definitely looking forward to this. And this is not only a great announcement for GM, but also their customers. Like I said, they're going to definitely benefit from some of the stuff that they're putting in these vehicles going forward. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading some updates on this and seeing where this goes. And I may just become an F1 fan myself. We'll see. Like I said, I've watched it, but I've never really followed it that closely. But NASCAR was always my thing. So yeah, we shall see. Anyhow, I read that and I thought that would be some exciting news for you guys to hear about. And yeah, I'm endeavoring to bring you guys some great content with lots of variety. And please let me know in the comments and the likes and the views, of course, about what you think of some of this content I bring you, which will give me a better idea of what you guys are liking going forward. And yeah, it will help me out greatly on the channel. So anyhow, like I said, do the things for the algorithms for me and let me know what you guys think. And I will catch you in the next video. Have a great day.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.